What's the difference between evading taxes and working hard? My words, I bet the ones that I'm using from now on in this video will make you think this is an invite for you to cheat the system and forget about your fiscal duties, to live with risks and to gamble with your life. I challenge you to keep this opinion till the end. As you know, Italian tax rules have a very straightforward way to consider someone as a tax resident, the 183 days rule, 183. If your name is listed to the anagrafe records for more than 6 months, or if you spend more than 6 months in Italy, you're automatically considered a tax resident. And this definition applies retroactively from January 1st of that given year in which you pass the time test. And this is fine. I mean, when you sit down at the restaurant, you're already prepared to pay for the meal. If you have a problem in any matter in your personal life, you already know that more likely you have to spend money to solve it, right? Let me ask you something now. Let's assume that you come from country A and you move to Italy. And country A rules say that you're considered a tax resident as long as, let's say, you spend 30 days there per year and you have a property listed there. At the same time, Italy maintains the 103 days rule strictly, okay? Then let's assume that in this given year, let's say 2024, you're gonna spend 10 months in Italy and 2 months in your home country, in country A, because of the Christmas holidays, because of the summer holidays, or whatever gives you a good reason to come back and forth. How can you file 2 tax returns in 2 different countries as tax resident? And also, how can you be legal resident in 2 places at the same time? Let me use this metaphor. It's like being married to different people at the same time. How can you do that? And this is not uncommon case study, believe it or not. If you go on Facebook groups or in the internet in general, people always see the problem like a black or white issue. They tell you you have to pay twice as much, or you don't have to pay anything in country A or Italy, or that there is a dual taxation agreement in force to avoid dual taxation. But the real problem is no one can tell even how you have to pay in both countries. Why is that? Well, the devil is in the details. So do the tax rules. The tiebreaker rules, the ones that are used by countries all over the world to identify where your tax residency is, are made just to understand and identify how you should behave. So what happens if, according to your whole fiscal case, of course, tax pictures and data, it shows a zero tax sum, a zero tax bill in one of the 2 countries. Not because of you hiding your income asset or something, but because it's provided by the law. How would you feel? See, a lot of people will tell you it's impossible, that is unfair, that is risky, that it's tax evasion. And assuming that it's doable, okay, many of you expect to find a guideline, a shortcut of the whole process to get it. I'm gonna disappoint you. There's none. You cannot cheap out with knowledge. The message here is to understand laws are made to regulate not just your duties only in Italy and elsewhere, but also your rights, to predict your problems, how to solve them, and I know, sounds incredible, how to benefit from them actually. It's possible to live in some countries paying your taxes to another country only within certain conditions. The process is like losing weight after the holiday season. You know you're gonna cut sugar, carbs, and doing a lot of workout. But what happens if actually you can reach the goal?